Good morning. Good morning, Keith, and good morning, Scott. How we doing? Good morning, Nina. Christine will be joining us shortly. We just had something she had to get done for a few minutes, so she's running a couple minutes behind. But how's everybody else doing? I'm going to throw an anchor on this CPI pin. Good morning, JP. So usually when I put an anchored VWAP on a news candle, I'll just mark it red. So if you do see a red VWAP on my chart from time to time, it'll just be off of the news candles, just something I'm going to be looking at. You know, we didn't have a ton of action in the overnight session. So with us being so far now up high above this previous day's New York VWAP, I'll probably get rid of this overnight session VWAP, the daily VWAP, once the opening range is set. Well, let's see what happens here. I could anticipate a bit of a pullback. Again, you know, we had this 22-point candle. So it was a big move, especially with it just being quite slow and choppy. So let's see what happens here. But as you can see, we're above our key value areas. We're above previous day's value area high, previous day's point of control, and value area low. So let's go. I'm obviously going to be wanting to have a long bias, but let's just see how things shake out. This thing could just want to take off from here too. The New York buyers could just step in right now and just take this thing to the moon. We have orders underneath here all the way down to 64.10. Really nothing above. I'm curious to see if we get some buying strength coming in. We're going to start to see the orders come on above and pile up. These 64.50s were on. I had this open pre-CPI. So as soon as CPI came in, these orders, you can see right here, just opened it 2 minutes before CPI. But if you look back here, you can see this. You know, these orders at 64.50 came on as that CPI news came in. And you can almost see the levels that came on above it. So let's just see what happens. But unless we get some massive move in the first few minutes, I'm going to take a break. How was everyone's trading yesterday? Yeah, Keith, I agree. It held this level quite nice, even off of this, once the CPI pin settled in. And now see these orders start to thicken back up here at 64.50. And then everything's coming on above. So this is a fresh take profit account I have. I wonder if I just take a trade for 1 micro. But you know what? I'm going to be patient. I just need to be patient. Yeah, I ended up having a fairly decent trade. I traded a Top Step combine, which I just kind of, you know, came in. It was a $19 combine that I had reset. Traded it super aggressively and ended up basically, you know, failing the challenge account on 2 trades, which was totally was part of the plan. Right off the bat, but for $19, either I'm going to go for the gusto on that, or I'm going to blow the account. So I blew that one, and then I just waited, and I saw a nice long present in, and I took it in my funded TPT, the freshly funded 50K take profit trader account, and that ended up working out quite nicely. So. Is anybody in a long right now? I do like this. This could be one of those mornings where we get this bullish news comes in. Sellers try to take some control here, but like Keith said, we're holding this previous day's value area high, and this could want to go up and take these orders up top here. I don't know where we're at for all-time highs are 467, so we got a way to go. So I wanted to have bought this right off the New York VWAP and I didn't, so I'm gonna have to just hang tight now. You know, it's 7 points off the New York VWAP. That's a little far for me. Good morning, Czar. Hi, Scott. Don't beat yourself up about it too much there, Jordan. At least you ended break even. I know those break evens suck after watching your idea play out, but at the end of the day, you did something right by not ending with the red day. But yeah, I know I feel you, especially seeing your idea play out after. But you know, you have days where you lose that confidence and conviction in your trade, and you know, you were I don't want to say smart enough. Yeah, you know what I mean. But you were able to at least end the day break even. So nice. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this the 15-minute opening range to shake out for sure. Some of my worst trades come off of the trading within that 15 minutes. 31.25. And then where are you going to have your stop, Keith? Below previous day's value area high? Basically the bottom of the opening range? Yeah, there was a bunch below before, and now everything's above, but nice, Daniel. Yeah, again, Keith had a good read on that one at that. God, if you got back in on this little pullback, but again, I'm 5 points too late, and I don't need to be just jumping in now. Nice, Keith. You see how fast this changes? And it's like, this is my biggest problem, guys. I FOMO into these moves. Oh, let's bring Christine on.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. I was just saying I missed this play off of the New York VWAP, and then Keith was looking at if price pulled back to 31, he would look to get long. And literally within 2 minutes, it went 5 points higher. And it's like, these are the trades that kill me when I FOMO in 5 points later. If I didn't get in at that price that Keith was saying, like down here, this little pullback, I'm already 6 points too late. I'm just setting myself up. And these are the trades that lead me to tilt.
Yes.
Chasing and chasing and chasing. So you know what? I'm not as Jose would say, I'm flat.
Hold on.
Can we have one? Can I just have one go?
You're not chicken, Keith. Daniel, where did you get in long? Yeah, brutal, Daniel. Yesterday could have been what I saw both sides of that. Yesterday was a tough day for sure. Don't beat yourself up. You know how we roll. So one interesting thing I want to actually pull up here is the Dow. I really been watching a lot of YM. And YM has been failing to take its all-time high VWAP. I'm really interested to see if it takes its all-time high VWAP today, if we could see some strength on ES, but ES just looks good. It's already turned around and filled that whole move from the CPI. Like, look at EF. There she goes. Great advice. Great advice, sir. I see. Are you trading a challenge account CFD, Daniel, or straight to funded? Do they have straight to funded in the CFD space? I should maybe know this answer. I've never traded CFDs, know nothing about them. We lost Christine. So what do we got? 3 minutes till the opening range sets. And you can see here these orders at 64.40, which is basically where price started to reverse from after the CPI news, is a bit of a wall of resistance. So, you know, it'll come back up and we'll take another stab at it and see what happens. Good morning, Paul. JP, I should have Top One should be setting up that account for you this week sometime if you haven't already got it. So just make sure to check in with me by tomorrow and I can follow up.
I'm back. Kids are kids.
How'd you do on Tesla?
I did not take a trade on Tesla. I did take a trade on Meta. So we'll see how that plays out.
Let's go. Love it. Christine's getting back into her can I say, is it swing trading? What do we call it?
It depends. Like, you day trade or it's on a personal account, so I can swing trade it. I do both, basically. So I currently have a swing trade on Apple, and I just entered a position on Meta that will either be today or like a day trade or a swing trade.
Love it. And I was talking to you, Christine.
Happy birthday.
No, it's good. That's why I'm excited, because I'm actually going to get to do this whole trading equities and swing trading stuff with you, kind of like as you do it.
Yeah, I was actually, now Axe here, I was asking him about the FTMO account, and I am getting an FTMO account. They wouldn't accept my credit card, so I have to figure that out. I have to just try a different one or whatnot, but I'm going to do 100K challenge account. There's like a 2-step verification process for the FTMO CFD accounts. So I'm going to try that.
I wonder if it's because just a Canadian credit card. I just got a US credit card, so.
I think I'm going to try a different one. I think maybe if I called my bank, I'd be able to figure it out, but I'll just try the right credit. See how that goes. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, this is one of the fears that I had, was like, there's there was a 23-point candle on CPI.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd want to see some of this liquidity get taken. And there was no orders below us on Bookmap. Look, everything's gone above too. Do we have news at 9:45?
Looking.
Nothing. Nada. Interesting how the book's gone completely dark.
Mm-hmm.
These orders at 64.50 are still there. So what was their conversation about double tops? Do you remember, Christine? Because I don't. Where's Nick Johnson when we need him?
Basically, it's a reversal signal. And I think when Zach talks about double tops, especially when you like an equal high, like equal high or equal lows, which could be essentially a double top, is that oftentimes the price will grab all the liquidity sitting there and then immediately reverse. But
I see.
when I was trading in stocks, they had strategies based on double top or double bottom, and it was called like a mountain pass strategy or whatever. And basically, once you have that double bottom, you're looking for that's a reversal signal.
I got you. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been thinking this morning, and I'm thinking in these funded accounts, I might only take one trade, win or lose.
One trade a day.
Yeah, and then have a eval or combine always there, something that I can pass to keep trading if I want to trade.
Right, totally. Yeah.
I think my biggest problem is my tilting behavior, obviously, and I think that's a lot of people's biggest problems. But I can't, how easy I can just do damage to these accounts. And when you're trading a 50K account, you can't afford to do damage to them. It's so hard to come back.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could.
I'm listening.
I want to read Axe message. Sorry, you could like just set some rules for yourself because you know when you tilt, and the tilt is after your first loss. So if you have a winning trade, are you allowed to trade in that account again? Maybe. If you have a first loss, then you have to put steps in place. Like you can't trade for the next half an hour. You have to go for a walk and then come back to the desk, something like that, versus just saying I can only take one trade a day.
Well, no, I'm not. Yeah, I guess. But did you listen to the podcast with Cameron?
Mm-mm.
So he just takes one trade a day. That's it. Win or lose. And just this is like coming from thinking from a thing of probabilities. Like, so then it forces me to have to wait in that account to take like A+ setups.
But I would say you are very good at getting yourself back to green. When
I am, but when I'm not, on the flip side of that coin, when I'm not, it ends terribly for me. And the only other thing I'm worried about is that on TradeZella you don't have any like really risk settings.
Yes.
You can set max loss and stuff like that, but I can't set trade limits or anything.
Yeah.
And I think that, I think it's just going to be more detrimental. Like, I don't know. Here I am again, always. I'm trying to find something to just stick with. Like, okay, I know how I'm going to trade. I know my strategy. I know how I want to do that. So I'm just thinking trade management more. Not even trade management, like account management.
Yeah.
Because even Lawrence is doing that right now. He's just trying to take one trade a day just to reinforce discipline and show that he can. Again, this is thinking. If you read that book, it's about thinking about just in the game of probabilities.
Right. Yes.
And I know if I just traded one trade a day, I guarantee you I have more winning trades than losing trades.
Yeah, and that works. Yeah, totally.
And yesterday's trade was one of those trades that went to go show me that if I just waited and if I trade, luckily I traded that top step combine first. I'm liking the shorts right now, guys, to see if we can take this down to previous day's value area low. I'm too late.
We were talking.
Yes, but I do like this. We'll see what happens here. I got previous days New York kind of, as a knock on this short play. But the CVD has flipped. NQ is below its previous days New York. And everything's YM sitting on its previous days New York. Like I was thinking to myself this morning, Christine, I wonder if nice work, Scott. Yeah, see, this would. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, you last month you tried futures. You got a payout. You had 2 resets at the end of the future. Simland's not for you. You're going back to CFD, which is amazing. Love it.
I took a short here, guys, right on previous days, New York.
Okay.
Let's see if we can take this down to 6,400 would be a tough level, I think. Massive opening range, like, so I have my stop just above it. Like, I don't think this needs to come back up to the New York and reject it. Well, let's see. I want to see this come down to 6,400. And if we took this level at 6,400, this thing could just want to tip right over. But we're currently sitting on, and good old YM is holding up ES. So funny how these indices, like, now that I look at them, that's what I see. And yesterday it was the opposite. NQ was holding up ES. Oh, did you see that, Christine? Keith beat you to it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's why I got my stop back here at right above the opening range. Yeah, I think I'm going to, I think this might be a... When are we going to get our 10 a.m. volatility?
Yeah, we need that.
Well, let's see what happens. So this is in my the account I haven't traded yet. So I've taken a trade in one account yesterday. I'm up in that one, 235, and then this is a fresh account that I haven't traded. So
that's good.
Yeah, I'm trying to find, like, I don't know what the balance is between trading multiple accounts and copy trading and not copy trading. And
it's very hard. I'm sorry, I'm fading you a little bit. I tried along just on my reversal account.
I like it. I don't, the CVD's been knocked down in half. Like, I think I'm going to cut this trade actually. Like, the orders are slowly coming on Bookmap above.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just get stopped out on this one. It's fine. Like, New York VWAP is 25, and there's some orders at 25.
We'll see.
YM's above its New York VWAP now. You know, the CVD is almost back to zero from minus 3,000. So there's a ton of volume in the markets right now, obviously. Trump's talking about suing Jerome Powell now.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Austin is long with you, Christine.
I got out $455 on a combine.
Good for you. Nice
Mhm.
trade.
Thank you. I had my TP set at 10 points, and I think I got out at like 9.5. I can never I always am like, oh, I need to get out because what if it edges, Like I don't ever want that.
That's so funny. You sound like Tanner. I will manage my stop super aggressively now if this thing comes back into profit.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great. I make money long, now you make money short.
That's clip worthy. As YM sitting on its New York VWAP. Let's get a take of the New York VWAP.
I don't want to state any hard facts, but I think that I am a reversal trader.
But you've been questioning that for a bit, no? Like
Yes.
I think, and
I mean,
yesterday,
I don't want to state hard facts just because I've had a couple of good trades in a row. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I don't want to state forever, but I took a trade in my funded account yesterday that's long only with the VWAP, and I took a loss. And then I took a reversal trade. That was a win. Today I take, and I mean, look at it. It's a small scalp essentially. We just have a lot more volatility today, so it happens to be close to 10 points. But I got a win out of this. I felt comfortable in it. Wasn't worried. My stop loss was I risked less than what I was going to make, which I like. So all these factors play into me maybe saying that. Now I'm on a combine, so that's different. I always trade combines better.
You should almost trade you get set up Traders Post and have a combine as your lead account.
Yeah, I should.
And I think actually with Traders Post, with Traders Post, you have a paper trading account. That's what you're working off of on TradingView.
Like it.
So you're not seeing any, you can have ticks, dollar amounts, that's why Nick goes back after and has to do all the math.
Yeah. Keith, I think it comes out not next week, but the week after. I'll have to confirm.
So NQ is completely reversed at CPI news. YM is still looking a lot stronger. So this is why ES is just sitting here kind of playing this waiting game on previous days New York VWAP. This could go either way really fast. So
Thanks, Keith.
If we hold this again with some strength, I'll probably look to get out of this trade.
Yeah, Keith, doing the podcast with Austin was way more nerve-wracking than my own podcast. And I still think about things that I said on that podcast. And I'm like, oh, that was silly. I shouldn't have said that. It's very big imposter syndrome when I haven't been successful in the prop space to be on a podcast. And, I'm like, well, anything I said in the back of my mind, I was like, no one's going to want to hear this. What value am I giving? But it was good. It was a good conversation. And, I mean, obviously it's always been a goal of mine to be on his podcast. I just thought it would be because I had made a shitload of money.
That's awesome. Okay, let's go tip over here a little bit for me. NQ is just spilling right over.
Yeah, my meta trade has now turned into a swing trade because it did not work out for my day trade.
Oh, I see. You're long, obviously, then.
Yes, I'm long. Yeah.
Would you ever short? Would you ever short an equity? Like when you're swing trading?
I maybe one day, but I can't right now. Because I have a cash account. I need to change my account to a margin account to short. So I might do that, but I'm also like happy with just longing because the majority of my swings are long, like all of my swings are long anyways. So basically any trade that I would be interested in a swing, I can also look for a day trade. And then obviously like today, I liked Meta for a bit of a swing trade, but it also had some movement at the open. So, you know, basically I can turn a day trade into a swing trade if I wanted to, or if I just want to grab the money that it makes that day, I'll do that.
I see. That makes sense.
I don't know if that, yeah.
No, that completely makes sense.
I'm trying to be more aggressive, but also like it's a lot. Going into a trade knowing that you're like could essentially lose your own money out of your bank account it's definitely like something that you have to get past versus in a prop account.
Well, a prop account, I like the way Austin kind of frames it when you already know the money's gone.
Yeah.
Like you've already spent it. You're not getting it back. You're either getting a payout or you're losing $300 or $100, whatever you challenge, whatever you paid for.
So I kind of like this for another.
Yeah, long. I agree.
Long attempt. But
YM's just taking its opening range high. What do we have on NQ on Bookmap? We have some orders at 23,600. So maybe we can come tag those, but I don't know if we're going to start getting a divergence now between NQ and ES. Yeah, like YM's just ripping. Huh. This is where looking at too many things can be a little confusing or clouding my judgment.
Okay, I'm backing along. Got in a little late on that. So like my stop is still 9 points, which is crazy. It's just like more volatility today for sure.
Yeah.
I should have gone in half size because I already had a winner. So instead of risking like all my profits for the day, I should have gone in half size. That was my bad.
Is it a top step combine? Take profit? What are we trading? I do like the take profit sale they're having right now, though.
Yes, I was thinking about it, but then I'm trying to invest into the FTMO accounts, and they're a lot more expensive than the prop accounts.
And then Tradeify has their 50K account with no activation fee is roughly around $100 too. So
6-point win on a long was 1 tick away from a 10-point win on a short. I know. Took 4 points on that drop. Nice. The Tanner treatment. He got edged.
JP, look at you guys with your scalps. Scalpy. YM's gone. Like, Christine, like, this is looking better for you. I don't know when I should cut this now again.
Oh, yeah. We're back in profit.
Just with the New York Vwap sloping down like this, I kind of want to stay in the trade. I got a nice level to reject off of. Jeez, YM is just gone. Be gone. Good YM.
Wow.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I brought my stuff. I should probably, there's no need to take all that heat now. This is trading, is it? It is what it is. But I do find the longer I'm staying in a trade, the more comfortable I'm getting being in a trade again. Where before I was like, that scalping mentality had me really kind of just in and out, in and out. Where now it's like, if I take a loss on this trade, I'll be down $175. It is what it is, or $200, whatever it is what it is.
I've gone break even.
I like it, Christine.
Now I'm trailing. I'm already in profit, so this is all just like gravy.
So maybe bring your stop up to like 64.20 or 420, something like that. Previous day's value area high, kind of below the last 1 minute candle.
Okay.
I just think like
get out.
You can even have it below the opening range low if you want.
Sorry,
like
I just got out.
Oh.
I was like, okay, it's around that rejection level again. I'm just gonna take it, and I'm not trading anymore. So we're done. 697 times 2.
Good for you. But look at that. Like you recognize that level and that we could reject off, and you just took your profits and ran. You didn't hold on for more.
Yes, correct.
Big W for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm planning on, I was talking to Christine and Thomas actually about this yesterday. With the TPT accounts, you have the daily payout. I'm not looking for a daily payout. I'm going to do something bi-weekly or monthly. So for sure, I'll be building some kind of buffer in it. Yeah, I'm going to get taken out here. That was a good run, Christine, while it lasted.
Yeah, I mean, if we get momentum, thank you, JP. We've held now the previous day, New York VWAP, and now we're breaking VWAP. Like this could be a good little entry. If you want to go full like ASFX strategy, then you kind of want to wait to maybe a retest, but I mean, it's looking good.
Oh, this is, but the way YM's looking, like now you kind of, I don't like that we built all these lower lows.
Yeah.
But, you know, looking back on this, I think this hold of the previous day's New York VWAP is a setup like yesterday.
Yeah.
And if the bulls can step back in, the buyers can just take over. Look at 64.50 now. Just even getting hotter. Like 64.50 is going to fill today at some point.
Yeah.
It might go back up and we might reject and come back and sit down here in previous days New York and pull up again. But 64.50 will get, mark my words, will get filled at some point.
Great. Let's hope it brings Meta up.
Well, NQ is now back at its previous days New York.
Great. Everything's looking green. Oh, well, that was fun.
Good morning, Reese. Yes, sir. So what? So that was a $181 loss I took on that trade.
That's not bad.
No, fine. I'm trying to risk 150 a day in those accounts. So 100% I'm done trading that account. I'm not going to take another trade in that account. I have the other account, but this is where, you know what? Like I know as much as like I can get myself out of these things, like it's like, I don't know. I just kind of, I don't mind like taking one trade and being done, win or lose, and knowing that I'm. Nice work, Scott. Awesome. So Scott, the key is going to be to preserve that capital tomorrow. Scott took a loss yesterday on his first.
Nice.
Scott took a loss on his first trade yesterday and then had his second trade hit his profit target twice, but he had his TP set higher to be able to manage it better and ended up taking a loss on that trade too.
Oh, hard. Oh, man.
And that's tough because those are the trades where you want to get back the red from the first loss and want to end the day green instead of just being break even.
Mm-hmm. And it happens to all of us. We all done stuff like that.
Oh, I got to step out for 1 sec. I think something happened with Miles.
Oh, poor baby. Oh, I put a long on, went to get coffee, and it round trip to 2,000 profit and back to, nice job, Keith. 150, hard to hold on to the account. Yeah. So be good. Like I talked about, if it retests and holds here, great. Oh, nice, Thomas. I was just saying, I think I might be a reversal trader. But yeah, if it holds, this is great for the longs. And then if not, then it's not as great. Is anybody still in a long, or did you guys all take profit? I have to remember to talk when it's momentum scalper Fitzy. Yes, thank you. Talk when Randy's not here because it's hard to talk to yourself. Let's see what's gonna happen. It's looking nice. Meta's recovering a little bit. We'll see what happens with that. White charts. Share the white screen. I don't know if I can. Share screen. I think Randy has to switch it in though. Yeah, Market Butcher, I know. It's good that you're doing it though. Or I guess Dave. I couldn't. I have to write down anyone's nickname so that I can like remember who's who. Oh, it's so white.
Mike's muted.
You
yeah, in the chat, who hasn't seen our podcast?
So I don't know if this helps anyone, but this is how I do my markups. I always, right now, I've been posting the pre-market low and pre-market high. We've actually, yesterday and today, we've stayed kind of within those ranges. I always say, like, why am I going into a trade? So for instance, long off the bounce of previous day New York VWAP, and when I got out, sometimes why I got out. So in this instance, I just felt like 9.5 points was enough. And that's why I got out. That's all you really need to put. And then again, back in on the second rejection, just excuse my spelling. I can't spell worth shit. Sorry. And then took profit, 8 points, how much I was up. And then there's a note here that I should have sized down my second trade. And that way, if I had have lost the second trade, then I would have still been a green day versus a break-even day, or potentially red because this trade was a bigger stop. So yeah, that's how I do my markups. And then I don't write much in my actual report card. I would just copy this link to my TradeZella daily notes, and I might write a note or two, but otherwise just this. Like, this is my journal.
Love it. But Christine, you didn't answer Thomas's question. He said, who hasn't seen our podcast yet?
I think everyone in here has seen our podcast, Thomas.
Except
me.
Except Christine Thomas.
I haven't listened to it yet. So I just had, like, obviously yesterday was yesterday and busy, and my husband's working more now. So now I have the kids more, and it's, yeah. Look at this. Did I say what you really want to see is a hold, a retest of this New York VWAP, and that would be a good long. Oh, my mouse. Sorry, I have a wrong mouse today. So, like, even if you were in here or here,
I know.
I'm not, like, you could have a stop all the way down here, but that's crazy to me. For me, I would have a stop like somewhere in here. And then your profit would be the top of range.
Do I take this trade?
Not now.
No, it's too late.
Too late. Too late. Occasionally, I will take profit 3/4 of the way to the top of the range. Why? Because sometimes you do get a lower high in this area. And for me, if I'm in profit, I really don't want that to go all the way back down. But there's been many instances where I take it and then it goes higher. So that's just a personal preference. Randy, you can go back to your chart so we stop blinding people.
What do you mean? It's not blinding. It's
Yeah,
bright.
JP is blind. I'm blind by those white charts. They're so bright.
People were yelling in the chat to have your chart up.
Yeah, because you weren't around.
Oh, poor Miles smashed his face.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, I know.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's
Boys,
fine.
man. Like my kids always have multiple cuts on them. Everything. It's all.
It's definitely he's a daredevil. Like Hillary got him this thing called a pickler. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know why it's called a pickler. Must be some European name for it, but it's like a jungle gym for inside the house. So it's like a slide, a ladder, this big thing.
Yeah.
Like soon as he got that, his confidence level went through the roof. And now he just wants to climb everything.
Yeah. Boys will be boys.
Look at that beautiful break and retest and hold of that New York Vwap. This is Futures 101 to its finest.
And like, how much of nerds do we have to be like excited to see this kind of
price action?
We're like, look at that beautiful retest off the New York Vwap.
Passionate.
We're like smiling, like it's so nice. Look at that.
Like, look at that. If you really want it to be, you're basically even just like, let's call this low your stop loss, and you got in a New York VWAP, you're 1-to-1 trading inside the opening range.
Yeah.
Like that is, you really want, like Christine is not comfortable putting her stop there, even if you put it down here at the opening range low. That's a 2-arm trade if this goes. And if you didn't take profit at the top of the opening range high, that'd be pretty silly, right, Christine?
Yeah, I guess you could have it below the previous day New York VWAP. Yeah, I feel like.
Look at how the book just goes dark.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a bookmap session with Nick O'Connor tomorrow, and start to really learn and understand about icebergs.
Yeah, and I just always think 3/4 of the way into the range, there is a potential lower high. Just keep an eye out for it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't hate that, Reese. You could have maybe, if we get a bounce here off of the New York VWAP, could have got a little bit better of an entry price. I'm assuming you entered at 730, somewhere around there. And Zara, you should just shut it down. No need to go back to gold. You're 3 for 3 on NQ. I hope those were all wins.
I will listen to your podcast today. I'm boycotting it because I wasn't in it. That's why.
As usual, it's going to be one of our best performing ones.
It will
it's funny
not.
that the last one that you weren't in either didn't do very well.
No.
So.
You know, I think it's, which I love this, like Lawrence is our best performing because he performs well. Like he is just so well spoken and what he has to say and all this stuff. But then Ak is our next biggest. And I love that because Ak is just a regular guy. And I think that's like exactly what the podcast is for, just regular traders. And so I'm just so happy. Actually, Austin on the podcast asked me what my favorite episode was. And I said the episode with Ak.
I told Ak that yesterday too, because Ak is still like besides Lawrence, ACK is our best performing podcast.
Yep.
So, but definitely, Christine, listened to yesterday's. It was great. It was good.
Okay, I'm excited. No, I don't want to do this.
Reese, your trade's looking good for you. I like it. Reese got long on NQ.
Nice. Haven't looked at NQ at all.
Reese got long.
Nice.
We might have the same point of control drawn in the same spot, but Reese got long here somewhere. But even look at NQ, guys. Futures 101. It's lagging behind ES, but look. Break, retest, hold. What do we say? Beautiful. Just beautiful. Oh.
Yes, Dave, I'm in the next podcast. Actually, we are interviewing Austin this week, which is really exciting because he's actually how we all met. So that's pretty cool. And Keith, I love that. You are Dave's viewer. You're like the best supporter. And Jordan's been making comments on our like actual podcast videos on YouTube. So yeah, you guys are making my favorites list. Go comment on our podcast if you want to be on Christine's favorites.
Get in her good books. You don't want to be in her bad books. Nice. Now we know if Keith and Paul aren't here on stream, Christine, where they are. They're on Dave's stream.
Yeah. Just have multiple.
Anybody know how to hack computers? I want to hack Dave's stream if it comes down to it.
Morning, Jose. Iced coffee, nice. I need to go get another coffee. You missed a couple trades. I'm in a meta long. That was very much a drawdown, and now it's crawled its way back up again. And then I took 2 longs on my reversal combines. Randy took a short.
Nice trade.
Bye, JP.
Reese. I like that level to level.
Nice. Good job. I think anyway, everyone's done pretty well today in the chat.
So that was Reese's trade. I don't know where his stop was, but he took profits there.
Nice.
So.
Great trade.
Nice trade. W's in the chat for everyone except Randy.
Yeah, but
I stuck to my plan.
Yes, you did.
That's a W.
You did buy the first break of opening range low.
Yes, well, but I didn't tilt after that.
That's true. This is progress.
So Cameron says it in this latest podcast. If he comes to the desk, he gets to the desk 10 minutes early, looks at the charts, puts a trade on. He trades macro time frames. So it's he trades the exact same time. There's these 20-minute windows in the trading in 24-hour trading window that like institutions step in, like algos. And he trades this specific time every morning. So he gets to the desk 10 minutes prior to that, looks at all. He trades Forex, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Looks at all of his charts, looks at the higher time frame, whatever he needs to look for a confluence, whether he's going short or long, and basically places the trade at 8:50 on the dot, gets up from the computer and walks away.
Wow.
He has alerts set on TradingView, whether it hits his take profit or hits his stop loss. So he doesn't know until he gets that text message for the alert. And he said, as long as I come to the desk, I do what I need to do, I put that trade on and I walk away. He's like, I'm winning already the day.
That's amazing.
And he wins 3 out of 5 times in a week. He does his probabilities based on like 1 trade a day for a week over a month, kind of over a higher time frame.
Yeah.
And he's like, if I win 3 out of 5 days on a week, he's like, I'm green. Like, so he's been trading for 4 years. He started doing this last year and he's been profitable since.
Amazing.
So
I love there's a few things I love about that. The stress-freeness, which is not a word, but you understand. Very similar to like a swing trade where you leave it, you look at it maybe once a day, no big deal. And I love that. I also like, similar to what Zach said, if you guys listen to his podcast, is basically you have a checklist of what you need to do that day, your processes. And if you check those off, that's a winning day. Apart from whether you lost, whether you're green, whether you're red, but being able to do what you needed to do on your little checklist, you've done it, and that's winning day. And so I really like that. That all he has to do is go take the trade, and then he's won for the day, no matter what, if he's lost it or not.
Because he knows like probabilities, the way that system he trades, that he's going to win more times than not. And over the long term time, he'll be profitable.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters, is like that he follows his process and sticks to his rules.
Yeah.
And one thing he said that I really actually liked, and I actually like being in a trade, but he said, because he's big into meditation and all this stuff. And he's like, when you're in a trade, when you're in drawdown, he's like, the energy that you're losing, that mental capacity, he's like, you're giving that away and you're taking on this stress.
Yes.
He's like, when I walk away, he's like, when I get the alert and I get a losing trade, he's like, literally for 2 minutes, I feel the pain, I suffer, and it goes away.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, when you're in a trade and you're stuck in drawdown, you're feeling that suffering. And that's where I think really good traders can just sit in a trade and detach themselves from the trade and stare at the chart.
Yes.
Or me as a new trader, I feel that like the roller coaster, the emotions, right?
Yes.
And I think that's where we need to work on just having that being flat and the delayed gratification. Like, okay, I don't care if I win or lose this trade. I care at the end of the quarter that my accounts are green.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Great job, Reese. Love it. Reese has got a rule where he won't trade the first 30 minutes, so
it's good.
Nice work. Well, let's take the human factor out of trading, and it changes a lot of things. Like I said, that second trade Scott had yesterday where he let it hit his take profit twice, but never had a physical take profit in because he was looking for more, but he knew he wanted 4 points out of the trade. It literally hit it twice, and he didn't take profits. And then the third time, it just pulled back and stopped him out. And that's all human error.
Yeah, Jose, we all know what your position you're in. I highly recommend being flat. I love it. Oh. Okay, I'm almost back up to not losing money in my meta trade.
NQ sitting at its previous day's value. NQ's got quite a bit of a move still to go to take out its session highs. So how's YM looking?
Go grab a coffee. Just talk amongst yourselves.
So you look at Vwap at all, Reese? Or do you look at anchored Vwap? Like something off of the... And especially with these two rejections off a previous day's value area high, would you not want it to come back, test this point of control, and then take it? Nice. YM to the moon finally. It's all it took for it to take its previous day's New York all-time high VWAP. Like, this is YM. Once it took this all-time VWAP, which it's been struggling to take since it set it all the way back here, Now she gone. Ooh. Yeah, that's telling you something. There's a girl in our group, Rebecca, that trades only shorts, and you can see how she gets a struggle. She really struggles at these all-time highs. But, you know, there's always a little bit of a move to fade. You just got to have your timing right on. Yeah, I know. I can see, like, when Rebecca's not on her A game, she definitely you can see her struggle with the shorts, but when she's on her A game and basically fades the top, she can read the shorts beautifully. Cheers, R. Enjoy the day, brother. Have fun. Great job on the wins, man. Solid. What do you trade? Me switching to MNQ? No, I'm on ES. I do like NQ for scalping levels on Bookmap. It just prints a lot clearer. NQ really likes to go, like, as you can see, level to level. So it's very easy to look for scalps. But again, it's just not how I trade. So I'm sticking to my good old granddaddy slow ES. That's funny. There's a guy that trades in our group, Nick O'Connor, that trades Bookmap, and he trades it. Let's see if I can pull up this. The way he trades Bookmap is why did this not? Oh. Okay, see if I can find this now. He trades Bookmap with a whole bunch of, why is this not coming up? Here. Can you guys see this? This makes sense to you guys? This is Bookmap. If you trade exactly off of Bookmap, which Nick does, and there's a lot of stuff going on here. But he took this same short and he said a bunch of icebergs came in down here. And this is what I was curious, his price slowed. And then it pulled back up and he got stopped out. So very interesting.
I still don't know what an iceberg is.
So an iceberg is basically, so before Bookmap came out, the institutions could drop like 1,000 lots. And then Bookmap came out and it gave the retail trader an edge by seeing where all these resting orders are sitting. So somehow the institutions were able to, now they have what are called icebergs. And so at a level, so say right here at 64, right here, see this level?
Yeah.
There's 152 orders, but there could actually be 10,000 orders hiding behind it.
Oh.
And so what the algo does with an iceberg is it has all these orders, but it's only showing 10 or 100 at a time. And as soon as they get filled, they get dropped instantly 100 more. So like you don't see it like in real life, you don't see an iceberg. It's under the water. You just see the tip of it. So those 100 orders could be the tip of the iceberg. And then as the buyers come or the sellers come to take this level to bring price lower, the buyers just start dumping all these
and then
orders
the
on the book up. And they now become support.
Yeah. Okay.
And we can't see that, where if you pay for a higher level of Bookmap Premium Plus, you can see the icebergs.
Right.
And if there's enough aggressive sellers, they can eat that iceberg up and just tip price right over. So it goes both ways.
Yeah.
But it's just nice to know where those icebergs are, because now that level's going to either act as support or resistance, or it's going to you're going to see some massive follow through.
So how can you tell that they're there?
So what I have a call with Nick tomorrow. I want to start learning about this. I think Austin and I are really like lagging behind in our Bookmap knowledge.
So he basically, it's like a reversal signal for him.
Yes. So he got in the same short as me.
Mm-hmm.
And then that iceberg came on and price reversed. And clearly you can see both times how price reversed at that level.
Mm-hmm.
So there was probably an iceberg there the whole time, like a ton of orders, and the sellers just were not strong enough to take all those orders.
Yeah.
This is my understanding of it. It's still, like I said, we haven't even scratched the surface of it yet. Let's see what Reese is looking at here. Yeah, it looks a lot better than ES. ES just looks like we're just going to sit around here. But no, definitely I could see what you're looking at there, Reese, on NQ. How much are you up on the day? How many trades have you taken? What are your rules for how many trades you take? Because I think you've had 2 winners so far, right?
Who are you talking to? Me?
Reese.
Reese.
Oh, Thomas is the guy talking shit in the chat now. Goes from being on stream to talking shit in the chat. You want to come join us, Thomas? You're more than welcome to. We'll send you a link. You can just talk shit. You can just talk shit in person.
Yes, that's what I was thinking, Thomas. Like, like, yeah, there's an iceberg here, but I'm like, but that's also a whole the previous day New York Vwap. So, or like, I'm sure any given iceberg would also be some kind of chart pattern structurally, right? Like you're going to see a double bottom or something. There's multiple ways to find the exact same trade. And you just have to figure out what's either the least complicated to you, like Nick, for example, that looks at these icebergs, like that makes sense to him. Icebergs are easy to him.
Yeah, see, I'm not expecting it to make sense to you guys. That's what I'm saying. This is Bookmap nerd talk. You guys aren't into book. Oh, Thomas actually has Bookmap.
I have Bookmap because it's on your screen.
Look at Thomas. He just smoked and he's feeling spicy. So Reese, if you take 2 losses at 250, you're done for the day. But I thought you were, so you're up on the day or you're red on the day?
Thomas!
Yeah, I've been popping in. I've been popping in and out of your stream this morning. I saw all your guys' trades. I like them though.
Did you like them?
I liked
your
your
short too.
Thanks.
No.
You didn't like my short?
No one liked your short.
I looked back at like all my trades whenever I took that trade, which is selling the first break at the lowest price of the day, I lose. Like it is just my worst trade. And it's at previous day VWAP. Like I wanted to short it, Randy. I wanted to short it, but I needed to see price come under previous day VWAP, consolidate, holding underneath. That was what I was looking for a short trade. Otherwise, I only wanted to be long.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
I got sucked into this CPI candle. Like
So what was it about? What do you mean the CPI candle?
Like there was still another move down, like NQ had tipped over. Like, did you see?
Oh, because NQ is selling off. I'm not. I wasn't looking at it too much. Oh, I see. NQ is like a little more bearish.
NQ sold off and took its CPI candle. YM was the opposite. YM was a complete divergence today. YM just popped. YM took its opening range high when ES found support at its previous day's New York the second time.
Do you ever recall Austin saying the 8:30, 5:30 news candles generally, more often than not, only have one side taken out within like the session? And I remember this very specifically because also that guy Brian Coons, his favorite trade was the reversal trade of the 8:30, 5:30 a.m. news candle. So like today, because after the news candle, we continued so bullish, that for me was like, I was just super bullish. And if we put it, okay, so that red VWAP, that's the VWAP from there.
That's a news VWAP.
Yeah, basically just because we took out the top side with strength, I figured I like just had a natural long bias because Brian's setup was basically if that top wick of like the news candle did not get taken out, then it slowly just comes back down and takes out the other side.
Oh, interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind. Interesting. How'd you do today?
I did good. I took Christine's second trade. I was like itching. I was just itching to get long, and I didn't want to wait for the break of New York because I just, even like exactly why like this is happening right now, because it just would have been the really slow trade, and the momentum trade was taking it from previous day VWAP, and because it was also on the 15-minute chart. It was beautifully like right here with the electronic and the previous day VWAP. So it was just like a strong level. And so I just took it with that being the conviction. But I really did take it, and it went into drawdown immediately. And I thought, and I was already typing like, this is probably a loser, like probably should not have taken this trade. And then it worked.
I love it.
Nice job, Keith.
Love it. I'm gonna grab a coffee quickly, guys.
Talk
okay?
Talk amongst ourselves.
We'll chat.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
It's in the schoolyard.
Oh no! So sorry,
Like
quickly before I
Randy's
walk away. Re-City's up 900. So
Nice.
why even take that third trade? Just asking. Curious to know. Like, what do you if you want to lose 250 on the day and you're done trading, and you're up 4R on the day, why do you want to take that third trade?
And what I don't understand is like the way you phrase it, like one more trade, then call it. Why not call it now? Like, what's the one more trade gonna do? And I don't know what account you're trading, but with the consistency rule and everything, like sometimes it's just not worth it. I mean, for me, it's never worth it. Like I'm up 370 on the day. I closed the trade out when it was like about 400, but my max profit is 600. So it's like I can't even. It's like, okay, I can't even make that much more than I made.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good question. Some people are really good at having like certain targets and like reaching them. I'm never like that. I'm never like, my max win on my one account is like $600. I don't think I've ever gotten it.
Yeah.
I don't have the drive. Like there's no, once I'm green, I just don't have the drive to make it more green. Like today I did take, normally I took a winning trade and I took a second winning trade, but partly because the setup was good. Like just so good. Like the hold of the previous day, like where everything was today, it just made sense. But a lot of times I won't bother. Like if I'm a little green, I'm good.
Something I'm trying to remember more is
Okay.
Lance Brightstein talks about it he calls it the pendulum concept, which
Yeah.
is really for stocks actually, but applies to all markets on all different time frames of basically just the speed of the move, the volatility of the move in one direction. It's like a rubber band, and then if it's really fast in this direction, it'll go back really fast in the other direction. Like the swings
Right.
are like
Interesting. Yeah.
equidistant in that sense. So like today, like we fell off like 20 points in like 10 minutes and then bounced 10 points, bounced 10 points. Like those were like the easy
Yes.
money trades.
Yeah.
And how I kind of wanted to wait for Randy, but like one more thing about the short is like the VIX was negative 5%.
Which
Like
means
that, which means VIX down, stocks up, VIX
got it.
up,
Yep.
stocks down. And it's like it like all ties back into the Bookmap thing
Yep.
of you just have to choose a few things and only
Yes.
focus on that.
Yes.
Because each item will give you a different understanding, and like you know what I'm saying, like it's just
Too much information.
too much.
Yeah. But I think for Randy, like if he just trades the Bookmap, sometimes he might take a loser like today. But a lot of the times, over the course of however long, like the majority would be more winners. Like we're saying, okay, well, you shouldn't have taken the first low of day break, but maybe he was just taking that short based on Bookmap orders. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to judge why you take a trade based on the reason for, the system that you have for taking the trade.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Randy, particularly, he has so much in his head now, like opening range and the Vwap and all this stuff, plus Bookmap. It's like, okay, well, which one is he actually trading from? Like, why was he taking
Exactly
a trade? And if it was because it was the break of opening range, well, why take the first break? But if it was because he was taking his trades on Bookmap, like maybe it still is a valid trade. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I talked about this on the stage in Tampa actually, of like, and like this is like Stephen Goldstein really reinforced this for me when I told him my strategy, and he was like, I like this strategy. Most traders overcomplicate it, and you kept it really simple, and like that was really well done, or not really well done, but just I like the strategy of just like I use opening range and VWAP and a few levels. It's like it's not too much, but then there's so many other things you can overcomplicate it with.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like we might be getting that high a day range or high of opening range high. Yeah.
Dude, do you remember, Randy, when Chamath was like, we could be at 7,000 real quick, and now we're here at like 6,500. Right? I know, so crazy.
I was not expecting. It's a little bit like makes me a little bit uneasy. Like I was not expecting us to be back at these levels this soon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then like Jose actually sent me a bunch of stuff on Instagram just about like the market and credit card debt right now in the US. And I keep going back to like how the Super Bowl tickets are becoming like $10,000 a ticket, but it's sold out. And like all these events, like the Sphere in Las Vegas, these events at the Sphere, you go to Las Vegas, it's like $100 for a drink. People used to go to Vegas for free drinks. Now you go to Vegas and you're paying $100 for a round of drinks. So it's like, how are people affording all this stuff? I don't understand, but I guess people are making more money at the same time.
I mean, I try and like, I was thinking about, as you said, you're like, oh, it's like it keeps getting higher and higher. Something about you, the way you said it, I'm thinking, as a trader, I shouldn't think about it like that at all. Like it's just a random ass number. Like, it's just like a number on the screen. And if once I start attaching all this stuff, like the number means nothing. It has no value. 6,000, 10,000. What does it mean? It just means it's the price to buy in. But like to us trading, like it just means nothing. But it's that attachment that
You know me,
Reese-
I just think too much, right?
yeah, all of us.
My downfall. But I still remember we were trading ES when it was 5,000 when we first started trading.
Yeah.
I traded ES from
4,800.
4,800, 4,600 to 5,000.
I'm pretty sure I have a markup that's like 4,800.
Yep.
Like one of my very first markups. So did you guys touch on Reese's comment? Where he just says, I hear you, we're just consolidating under value area high, and if we break it, it's an easy 10 points.
No, I think we
No.
talked about like waiting. Like if you're going to take another trade, it's because of the setup, which I think Reese is saying. Like if his perfect setup comes, then he'll take that. But otherwise, he's good.
I just don't like an easy 10 points on NQ is nothing. Like if you're up,
What does that mean? What does that mean? Easy 10 points.
that's what I mean.
don't-
Like easy means to me that you can go 10 points the other way just as fast.
yeah, nothing is easy. Just the wrong word, but it might mean something else. So
I find this when I trade, like for me, the scalping trades were like awesome, but then I lose them just as fast, and I couldn't handle those losses, and it just led me to tilt. Right. So
it's like, it's you're emotionally attached. Like this was your trade. You took the scalp.
There's your boner candle.
Here she is.
Not trying to pick on you at all, Reese. Just asking questions, right? That's the one thing that that I'm grateful to have Thomas and Christine in my life, because then we just constantly question each other on stuff, and we have you have no idea some of the debates we get into when it comes to trading, right? And trading our strategies or whatever our mindsets. I was telling Christine today, Thomas, that I was thinking of just taking one trade in my funded accounts, and that's it, win or lose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. One or two. It's nice.
I took a trade today. It was a loss. I was totally okay with it, and I'm not trading that account again. And yesterday I had a beautiful trade in a different account. So I don't know.
So there's nothing else that you wanted to take today?
I wanted to take this. I had on my chart here. I have it marked up. I wanted this long, but by time I saw it was up here.
Yeah, and I did say it was too late, so that might have been my bad.
But do you know how mad I would have been if I was stuck in this chop for 15 minutes? I would have been like, fuck, what did I do this for? There's no follow through. This is just a higher low.
Yeah.
Or sorry, this is just a lower high. This is going to come back down. So this is where I think the one trade discipline is helped. Like today, at least it feels good to have that discipline. Like that's my win of the day. That's my W. I'm the discipline.
Look at it. Go to a 2-minute chart.
Yeah, 2-minute chart's nice.
Looks the same to me.
No. You would have gotten in there like that break.
I missed it still though. That's my problem.
Yeah.
And I think what I'm trying to do is I'm really trying to get to a place where I am okay with missing the move. And I think that's another problem of mine. Is you guys see me. I'm either buying it the most expensive, or I'm buying it the cheapest.
Right.
Both extremes.
Yeah, dude, there was just a point. There was just a point in my trading where I started to recognize, oop, you missed the move. And then I didn't do anything about it, because it started with like, oh, you missed the move. Let's see if I can get in. And then it was, okay, I just missed the move. And then like, I was able to like kind of like breathe into it. Like I would breathe into me saying, you missed the move. And then I was like, fine.
Yeah.
So I did that well because I looked at this. I'm like, if you didn't buy this long off the New York VWAP at the open, it was right what market open. If you didn't get long here, there was no point buying the long up here. Like you already missed.
Yeah, that was not a long.
You've already missed 8 points of the move, 8 points of profit you've given up, and now you're going to enter. Like this thing could turn around on you at any point. Like, what are you thinking? It's going to go 30 points in the first 5 minutes? Like that happens once in a blue moon, but that doesn't happen very often.
Let me ask you, Randy, on the downside, why did you wait for price to reach previous day VWAP to short it? I was watching it, and I always just look at the trade, the momentum trade to previous day VWAP. So for me, I saw it as I could have taken the close of that big bar lower and just put the stop at the top and then traded it to previous day VWAP.
Yeah, again, this is this is my problem is I wait for too many confirmations and it's too late. And then I take the trade and I'm buying it at the lowest price. Because
almost like
everything
expecting it to spill over.
And then everything in my head is like, I've convinced myself that this is going to be a winning trade, where even this trade here, Keith called it. He's like, if this pulls back to 31, I'll look to get long. And literally by the time we were talking about it, it was already up here. And I'm like, I'm not entering here because again, now I've given up 6.5 points of profit.
No, you did the right thing. Yeah, I wouldn't enter there either.
Right. But these are my mistakes because I look at Bookmap, I see the orders, I get the confluences on the other indices that this thing's going to push higher. And I buy here and I get trapped where I need to trade. This is where I know Christine's probably going to do a backflip, but I need to like NQ or ES needs to be my main focus. Like I need to trade off of that chart and I need to enter on ES and then look at the other charts for confluence, if that makes sense.
Don't forget about that. But like, I'm like, you've watched ES for so long. If it moves 15 in the upside or like in this case, 15 to the upside or 20 to the downside in the span of like 8 minutes, like you are basically guaranteed a pullback if you buy it at that. Like it's like you're just guaranteed to take something.
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah.
Reese, that's amazing. I don't know if Randy, you want to pull up the chart.
Did Reese take another trade?
So value area high was at 770. There was a valley of low volume nodes until after 780. His play was to enter at 771 and close at 781.
Wow, nice trade. Scalpy.
Yeah.
Scalpy.
There's a strategy for everything.
Yeah.
So Reese, what did you make on that trade? I need to put it in perspective, sorry, just so I can understand a little better. But good for you being done for the day. Everybody green except for me. What does that mean?
Well, okay, but remember, you interrupted your pattern of tilt. You had a losing trade and you didn't go on to your tilting behavior. That's a huge win.
Yep.
A huge win.
Word.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, hearing it out loud, mate, it is a lot better. And on a side note, just to end this, we're going to end this stream here. In the ASFX stream, you guys aren't missing out on much. They're talking about bagels and chia seed yogurt. So they ain't no talking about bagels and yogurts in this chat. We're all about growth mindset
for the trading
ahead. Yeah, trading, exactly. But great 2 minis, Reese.
Nice.
So now I can understand a little bit more your trading. So you are more of a scalper because you're up 900 and you basically risk. Yeah. So I can see now. Now moving forward, I just know how to, like, when we ask you questions, more or less. Because I was thinking, if you're up 900, how big of a move did you take to get to 900? You probably just took 10 points twice. So nice work, man. Good job. And yeah, I think we're good. Right? Any last thoughts, Christine?
No.
Thomas?
It was a fun day.
No.
My meta is I'm still in drawdown.
But you're back up there almost.
I've only lost $55 at this point.
You should be asking Reese where NQ is going next. Then you'll know when to exit, Christine.
Now what?
I said you should ask Reese next where NQ is going, and then you can look for your exit on Meta.
Why would I do that?
Well, won't it be in relation to NQ?
I always think that Meta has more of a relation, like
Meta just broke out.
Oh,
it looks great.
Give like NQ its movement. But maybe
Let's pull it up and have a look,
This is
we
literally
end this
such a
trade.
classic buy signal. Look at it on the 1 hour chart. That's beautiful.
I got my entry was a little high, unfortunately. So I think that's
What do you
why.
got, like 778?
No, 787.
Oh,
This is the
you're
1
oh,
hour
you're
chart,
oh,
Thomas.
you're high.
So what were you
Yeah.
saying? Like classic buy signal on the 1 hour?
Look at how that makes a beautiful triangle, and then there's just a huge candle coming out of it. That is the most classic buy signal. It's like a bear flag or bull flag or
But-
some fucking bull triangle.
It's like you have on the 65-minute chart, it's like breaking the 5 DMA. I have to learn how to say all these things. And it's bullish on the higher time frame. So it is a good entry for swing anyways. But if I made money on this in the day, I would like probably get out because I don't know, meta I find a little bit high for me for overall swings, but I do like to get out.
Yeah, but
Where are you
that's the
looking to
thing.
take profit,
I wanted to
790?
ask that. Like, how do you manage like a swing trade where like you are buying at all-time highs?
I normally don't do that.
Okay.
I normally wait for some kind of pullback and then enter. So that's why, like this, I liked this because Meta had gapped up. That's the issue with Meta. It had gapped up and then it had consolidated a little bit, but more of a time correction versus a price correction. And now it's breaking out of that. Like so.
And it could be at 800 pretty quickly.
It absolutely, and I don't need it to move, to 900 or anything like that for me to make a little bit of money on this. It's just, I'd be happy with a couple $100,
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely like I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone a little bit. Normally I would have liked this to come back down and retest the 5 DMA or the like previous, all-time high VWAP, something like that. But I do add a VWAP on for like a gap like that as well. And that is like breaking that significantly. So there is some structure. It's just kind of a little bit different for me.
I mean, yeah, it looks like a great trade.
Yeah. And Reese, you're right. It looks like an ascending triangle. So very bullish. Exactly. It's like the perfect little like flag of some kind.
I've been hearing a lot of good news about Meta recently in the AI sphere. So yeah.
Interesting.
All right.
Thanks for the breakdown, Christine. We're all going to be trading stocks come Thursday morning, guys. So let's get our personal accounts going. We're going to just start swing trading. That's a move. But everybody enjoy your day. Cheers. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Okay,
See you
bye.
guys.